This is the Red Sox Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, I love low-scoring games, and I loved watching Hunter Dobbins and, yes, even Royals starting pitcher Michael Lorenzen pitch and match zeros early on in the game on Friday night in Kansas City. After Dobbins and Lorenzo left, hey, the bullpens were pretty good. But I'll tell you what, I didn't enjoy watching either team at the plate. And the Red Sox, 0 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Are you absolutely kidding me? Enough is enough. John Henry watched it. Craig Breslow watched it. Sam Kennedy watched it. Are they watching what we're watching? With that, we welcome you into our latest Locked On Red Sox Postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer. Believe 100% that if a big league hitter is called upon to bunt, they should get the bunt down. That's new in my intro. I wrote it earlier today. Forgot I wrote it until I just read it right there. Execute, please. Someone in the big league. Someone with the Red Sox. We're providing reaction every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which you know is free and available wherever you get your podcast. Get them on, get them over, get them in is no longer a thing. It doesn't exist for the Boston Red Sox right now. We'll talk about that. I'll vent. Hunter Dobbins, keep the man in the rotation. Houck, maybe Bayo, maybe Giolito. Be warned, Dobbins is there to pitch. And if you watched him pitch on Friday night, maybe you should try to execute the way he does. He goes out there and says, you know what? I'm just going to deal. And he was filthy. We do want to hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Join the conversation, watching live on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Hit the comment button. Join the Sox conversation. Also hit me up on the X at Lennox on Baseball. Latest Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K. Turn any TV into your Xbox. No console needed. Head to Amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to learn more. We do thank you for making the Locked On Red Sox postcast your first listen every day, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Dobbins was terrific. And there's two things I have out to ask Alex Cora.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Why not let Hunter Dobbins go 7? You have no idea that you're going to go 12 innings. You don't let Aroldis Chapman pitch 2 innings in a game. You work Garrett Whitlock in back-to-back games for the first time this season. So I appreciate Alex Cora and Andrew Bailey going outside their lane with that. But Hunter Dobbins absolutely deserved to pitch the 7th inning. Was that the difference in the game? No. But in the 6th inning, he gets Bobby Witt Jr. on a fly ball, and Cedar Rafaela made a nice catch on it, but that's a fly ball to center field. Did he hit it well? Yes. Ball hit right at you for a center fielder, that's a tough one. Rafaela went back on it. Was it a can of corn? No. But he made the catch. Certain people went gaga over it. Wasn't necessary. After Dobbins got Witt Jr., struck him out twice in his first 2 at-bats, by the way. He got Pasquantino, and then he got Perez. He threw 9 pitches in the 6th inning to their dangerous part of the lineup, the 2-3-4 hitters. He had 81 pitches through 6. Let the man go 7. He was absolutely deserving. And then Weissert, you thought it was going to happen right there, didn't you? I did. Weissert walks the first 2 batters in the 7th inning, gets out of it. The Red Sox offensively, are you kidding me? The number is simply 0 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Sean Newcomb, bottom of the 12th inning, Massey at second. Kevin Biggio gets a bunt down, even though the ball was basically at his head. Moves that potential winning run to third. Newcomb gives up the base hit to Freddy Fermin. That's your ball game. But even in the top of the 12th inning, Campbell's your runner at second. Abreu, a left-handed batter, against a guy who's got a pretty good fastball, can't even pull the ball. Line drive to left field. Want to talk about exit velocity and off the bat and launch angle and all those different things? They mean nothing when you can't move that runner to third less than 2 outs. So Campbell's the pinch runner, and Abreu doesn't get the job done. Then Trevor Story, new pitcher in the ballgame. Trevor Story, not really hitting a whole heck of a lot lately, in case you haven't noticed. So what does Trevor Story do? He goes, you know what? I remember Tyler O'Neill last year, pitching change or a visit to the pitcher's mound, and Tyler O'Neill would always go up there first pitch swinging. So Trevor Story, already 0 for 4 in the game, first pitch swinging, pops up to the shortstop, and then you've got Abraham Toro at the plate. And yes, I like the fact, and Will Middlebrook's first Nesson reference saying it, hey, his approach has been better. His approach has been better. Well, deliver. Okay, it's about the end result. It's about putting the ball in play and getting a base hit. Abraham Toro, and I piled on a little bit against Cedar Rafael, and I really saw, give me some move that makes sense. Rafael is not doing enough at the plate. Gold Glove center fielder. Send him down. Let him adjust and let him make adjustments there and say, you know what? You have to see more pitches. But Abraham Toro, speaking about seeing enough of something, I've seen enough of Abraham Toro, and guess what? So have you. Abraham Toro strikes out in the 12th inning over. Bottom 12. You just had a feeling. You just had the feeling that the Royals were going to walk this one. I love pitchers' duels. And this game ended 1-0 either way through 9 innings. I would have come on here and say, hey, go get them tomorrow. Crochet and Reagans. And both those guys are going to need to go because Alex Cora pulled out all the stops. The Royals pulled out a lot of their bullpen guys. Each team wanted that win. And the Royals continue to win. They win it 2-1. Kansas City, winners of 7 in a row. During this current 7-game homestand, again, they ran into a good starting pitcher. What are they going to do tomorrow? Get no hit by Cole Reagans? Seth Lugo on Sunday? Royals, 7 straight wins. During that 7-game win streak, 3 shutouts. Okay, some of those victories against the White Sox. So what? Still a win streak. They've allowed 11 total runs during this current 7-game win streak. They lost 6 in a row to drop to 8-14. They're now 16-2 since. You get nothing done. And when you're not, when you're facing good pitching, you have to do things outside your comfort zone. You just have to. 6th inning, Rafaela, double. 3rd hit of the game. First time the Red Sox have the leadoff man against Lorenzen. And in that 6th inning, just to tell you, I'm not blaming it on Abraham Toro all by himself. Jarren Duran's in a funk. Rafaela, leadoff double again in the 6th inning. Duran strikes out. Devers strikes out. Bregman hit by a pitch. Campbell caught looking. And Campbell to the cleanup spot. He's not trying to do too much. But that cleanup spot, you've tried Campbell there for a few games now. I understand you're not going to put Story back there, and that should tell Trevor Story an awful lot. We've got a rookie in the cleanup spot where maybe I should be. It's not about right, left, or anything like that. You got 2 left-handed batters, and you got Bregman, and then you got another righty after that. Then you have Abreu. I'm not going to bring up the quote because I don't know if he said it. But the Pirates made a change. They're nowhere near being a 500 club. And really, realistically, I don't know how anyone expects them to be a 500 or better club. TC, Tom Caron, another Nesson reference. Just as I was coming downstairs, had Nesson on. They went to the post-game show. Hall of Famer Jim Rice, Tom Caron in studio. And TC said it. Last year, 21-19 through 40. This year, you're 500. So last year, just a game over 500. And this year, 500 through your first 40. Something's got to change here. I don't want to have to keep coming on here every single night and saying something's got to change. You're at the insanity level right now with this team because you're running pretty much the same lineup out there every single day. You're not asking guys. The guys don't know how to bunt. Guys don't know how to move a runner over. And get them on. In the extra innings, by the way, in case you didn't know, they give you a runner at second base to start off extra innings. Didn't score in the 10th. Toro, pop up. Wong, strikeout. Rafaela, pop up. Story left at second base in the 10th inning. The 11th inning, they get the run. And Devers trying to pick up an infield base hit. Got the runner in from third. Less than 2 outs, but review, overturned, out, 6-3 ground out, and an RBI. Hunter Dobbins, he's a bright spot right now. You want Garrett Crochet to be a bright spot too. We're going to get to the comments here. Enough of me. Last year in September, I didn't feel your pain because really I was adamant that it was a playoff team. This year, I'm right there with you. You're not showing anything. Anything. You can't pick Hunter Dobbins up. I've mentioned this now for the last 10 days to 14 days. Your rookie pitcher is giving you 6 Shutout innings. Now, granted, the Royals, great pitching. Very good pitching. The Red Sox, good pitching. Neither team hits a whole heck of a lot right now. Mentioned, I think, yesterday after the series finale, you're now on the road here, and you take 2 out of 3 from the Rangers. And I mentioned it, franchise record 7 home runs last weekend for the Royals. They don't really hit the ball to the ballpark all that lot. They got some guys who can knock the ball to the park, but they just haven't had that. But they finally got the job done. All right, where are we starting here? Who's our leadoff hitter? Andrew the GOAT. Connor Wong is the worst player to ever wear a Red Sox uniform. Andrew, if that's your choice, I'll let you have it. I mean, it seemed like he wanted to go home. 11th inning, and Will Middlebrook said it. That should not have been a wild pitch. Should have been a pass ball. In extra innings, you can't let that ball go to the backstop. The first pitch that Whitlock threw. And then in the 12th, he tries to throw down to second base, almost threw the ball away. I don't know if he had dinner plans or not. Andrew the GOAT, you want to go there? You're entitled to your opinion. We allow you to give it here. You always keep it clean. You make me smile. If that's what you want to say right now about Connor Wong, all right. I think we could probably go down the list and find more, but we'll stay there. What the heck was this game? It was a great game until it wasn't. Because, again, I love low-scoring games. But when you get into extra innings and you're just inept, that drives me nuts. And that's what it was. Can't pick anybody up. Me. That's what it feels like. Adam Baum, gonna say it, Jarren Duran has been, he has not been good lately. You're right. The numbers back it up. I don't know, tired. He's dealing with something, but 0 for 5 in the leadoff spot. That was not Jarren Duran at any point last season. He took the collar in a game. He came back the next game. And by the way, speaking of that, I mean, Jarren Duran, there are other ways to get on base outside of base hits. But right now, on base percentage at .303. And I don't, this is like if I were doing the Locked On Celtics postcast. Free throws lost the Celtics the game. Headline at 11. That's not a headline. You don't want to come on a postcast and talk about free throws. You also don't want to talk about walks. But I'm going to talk about walks here because it involves Jarren Duran. Guess. And I'm not even going to let you guess. If you guess 0 walks in 12 innings against Kansas City pitching Friday night, you would be correct. 0 walks. You almost have to try to do that. 12 walks now in the last 8 games. There's your number of the night, too. 0 for 12 runner in scoring position, and they gave you an extra base runner. They gave you a runner to start at second base in extra innings. Didn't really work out. Got 1 run. That's it. Visiting team, you want more than 1 run. You're playing for more than 1 run. Once they didn't get in the 10th, you figure it's over in the bottom of the 10th. Didn't happen. There's just so much to unfold here. And we're not even getting into Rafi Devers. And you knew Devers was going to have a rough night at the plate. Picks up the RBI with the ground out. Had a base hit. But he's at 253. Up and down the lineup. And it's the same lineup pretty much every single game. And why is David Hamilton running for Christian Campbell at second base? I know David Hamilton has terrific speed, but why not put Hamilton at the plate for Toro? And maybe he reaches on a little squibber or an infield base hit, puts the ball in play. Puts the pressure on the defense. Instead, 2 outs. Hamilton goes to second to run for Campbell. Campbell should be able to score with 2 outs in an inning. I mean, Abraham Toro, folks, is not Dominic Smith. And there were times last year Dominic Smith dropped a ball at first base that he should have made the play on. I wanted him out right then and there. Then he kind of grew on me. May have grown on you too. All right. More of your comments, more numbers of the night. You don't fix this right now. Even if you fire a coach, send a message. Somebody's got to be held accountable here. Usually it's a coach. Sometimes it's a manager. It's not going to be the manager. But boy, oh boy, there's a lot going on with this team right now, and you just don't know what to believe anytime you're on social media. I'll stop with that right there. Numbers of the night, more of your comments. Tough way to start a weekend. Tough way to start a road trip for the Red Sox. They drop it in 12 against the Royals. Locked On Red Sox Postcast brought to you by Trade Coffee. Whether you're gearing up for back-to-back meetings, shuttling kids back and forth to activities, or tackling an endless to-do list, your morning sets the tone for it all. That's why it should start with a perfect cup of coffee crafted just for you. Enter Trade. Trade is the number one coffee destination in the U.S., delivering fresh, incredible coffee from over 50 of the country's top roasters. Whether you're a cold brew fan or a pour-over purist, they've got the roast you are going to love. When you take the trade quiz, and it only takes a minute, the first bag they send you is going to be spot on. The coffee, fresh, smells amazing, and it'll ruin grocery store coffee for you in the best way. And if the first match is not a perfect fit, well, Trade is going to replace it for free until they get it just right for you. You are going to love that the prices are comparable to grocery store brands, but the flavor is on a whole different level. Right now, Trade is exclusively offering our customers 50% off your 1 month trial at drinktrade.com/LockedOnMLB. That's trade.com/LockedOnMLB. 50% off on your first month trial. drinktrade.com/LockedOnMLB. Locked On Red Sox Postcast also presented by Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K. Did you know your Fire TV is also an Xbox? Turn any TV into your gaming and entertainment hub with Fire TV Stick 4K devices. No console required. Just grab your paired controller, subscribe or sign on, and sign in to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with EA Play included, and you're ready to play. Dive into hundreds of premium titles from EA Sports, College Football 25 to Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, and Avowed as easily as you stream your favorite shows. It's gaming made simple, and it's all on your Fire TV. Endless entertainment. With 4K streaming, watch more than 1.5 million movies and TV episodes from your favorite subscribed services like Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, Max, and more. Play high-quality Xbox games at a fraction of the cost of a console. Already have a console? Well, Fire TV Stick 4K device is more affordable and easier to travel with, along and allowing you to take your games or your kids' games wherever you plug in. Head to Amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to get started. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription and compatible controller required. Available on select devices, including Fire TV Stick 4K second generation, Fire TV Stick 4K Max first and second generation, and Fire TV Cube third generation. Locked On Red Sox Postcast also presented by FanDuel. NBA playoffs in full swing. Game 3, Celtics, Knicks, Madison Square Garden, Saturday afternoon. Following that game, we'll have our latest Locked On Celtics postcast. But again, we know NBA playoffs in full swing. Every night delivering highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments. Whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, there's never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live. With player props, performance trends, same-game parlays, fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. And whether you're thinking Nikola Jokic might be lined up for a playoff triple-double, maybe you're thinking Anthony Edwards is going to drop 25 or more against the Warriors in that semi-final series in the NBA playoffs. New to FanDuel? Well, it's a perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com. Place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. All right, keep the comments coming. Wow. Brutal loss. 2-1 loss, extra innings. Andrew the GOAT, embarrassing loss. I use brutal. You want to use embarrassing? Offensively, yeah. I mean, you get all that pitching. You get 12 innings of pitching. And Newcomb, yeah, he gives up the winning run in the bottom of the 12th inning. But you got Weissert, who got into trouble, then got out of trouble. You got Wilson for 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit and a walk, struck out too. You got Slayton for an inning and a third. Kind of redefining his role a little bit right now. Whitlock, 2/3 of an inning, hit, gave up the run, unearned run, gave up a walk, 2 strikeouts. Bernardino, third of an inning. Newcomb got 1 out in the 12th. And then Chapman. I mean, Chapman can't go 2 innings in that outing. There's certain guys in his club right now. It's almost like Alex Cora is saying, you know what, we're going to handle you with kid gloves. We understand. And we'll do, I mean, Chapman, this is one game. Hey, you're going 2. Hasn't pitched a whole heck of a lot of late. Hendricks, you got him available for Saturday. After that, you better hope Crochet goes 8 and you got a 9-1 lead against the Royals and Cole Reagans. I don't know that that's going to happen on Saturday. But Crochet needs to pitch better. Again, Crochet, by the way, going to make a start for the Red Sox after a loss. That's happened a lot this year. Jules, they are a 500 team. Yeah, they are through 40 games. They are. Geez, world. That was a tough one to let go. Wish Chapman could have, yeah, there you go. Come in for a second inning. What a first pitch by Whitlock. Yeah, and it's one that really the catcher should have blocked. Geez, world. Facts, Andrew. Sad facts. Adam Baum, Mid-Sox. Andrew the GOAT one more time. I guess the Red Sox love being a mid-team. Hey, I now know what mid means. Sherm YY10. Unfortunately, we let another one go through no capitalization with runners on and tough pitching to finish the game. You know you're seeing good pitching in this series. You got to think outside the box. And ultimately, it comes down to get the job done. You're tired of hearing me say it. I'm tired of watching it. I'm tired of saying it. Got to execute better than this. And this goes back to last year. This isn't 40 games. It can't be feast or famine. Everyone's hitting for 3 or 4 or 5 games in a row. Then all of a sudden this happens. Again, I'll tip my cap to Kansas City pitching. But you had opportunities. Didn't make the most of them. Didn't make anything out of them. Andrew the GOAT. This Red Sox team this year is a joke. Embarrassing loss. Jules. Let me get Jules' comment in here if we can. Bunt the bleeping ball. Thank you, Jules. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt, Jules, and send me one. Get a bunt down. You're in the 11th or 12th inning of a Major League Baseball game. Basically, your offense is inept. Can't do the small things that have worked in baseball for a really long time. Really long time. Jules looking ahead to tomorrow. Reagan's will shut the Red Sox down. Yeah, it very well could happen. Geez world. How about all management flying out to speak to Devers in person? Yeah, I'm glad they watched the game. Craig Breslow apparently wasn't in that meeting. Cora was there. John Henry was there. And so was Rafi Devers. The defense is playing well. The offense, not doing anything. Going down like soft bleep in rain. Hey, tomorrow's another day. Garrett Crochet Day. Again, taking them out after a loss. As always, we do want to thank you for being part of this, kind of venting it right now. We want to thank our sponsors as well, Amazon, Fire TV, Stick 4K, FanDuel, Trade Coffee. You know it. We're going to be on within minutes of the final out of Saturday's game, Crochet and Reagans and Mike Monaco. If the game is cruising right along, I don't care if you say it. Just let the Red Sox pick up a couple of runs in the top of the innings late because offensively, I'm going to look it up Baseball Reference. Offensively, this team, 6th inning on, 7th inning on, it's a trend. It's a disturbing trend because they do not produce. Locked On Red Sox, number one place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team, your Red Sox, every day. Grin and bear it.